Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome to RDTV. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today we're doing a brand new token drive with a brand new game. We're taking Assetto Corsa Competizione out for a quick 15-minute spin round the Nürburgring to have a look at a very early first impression of what is a brand new racing simulation, an officially licensed blank pan endurance series racing simulation from Kunos, the people who brought you the excellent Assetto Corsa. I'm driving in dry conditions. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening, so the sun is low, the track looks beautiful. We're starting from the back of a 21 car GT3 grid, and we're going to have a very quick whistle stop tour of some of the things I like and don't like about ACC, Assetto Corsa Competizione. It's a great game. I'm hoping you think it's a great video, haha, and yeah, tune in, have some fun, sit back and let's talk all things ACC. See you later. Right, here we go.
Alright, remember that the race is not won in the first corner. Watch out, and remember that our target is P10. Repeat, position 10.
Good advice there from our race engineer. The race is not won in the first corner. Fortunately for me, the race is rarely won in any of the corners. But never mind. We set our target for 10th. Let's see if we can make him one happy
Green light,
race
go,
engineer.
go, go.
And we're off. Now, cold tyres, cold brakes, heading to T1, so we're going to brake early, be a little bit cautious. Busy piece of tarmac in front of us. And that was just about perfect. Lovely start. Steal another place as well while we're at it. Stay to the inside. Give the other car some room just in case it comes back. Just thinking about, but he's going to duck back behind us into the chicane, I think. We shall defend just to play it safe. Nice. Now we need to be a little bit careful here. We've got cold tyres and cold brakes, but that's a good start. We're up to P17, so
Yellow
already
flag ahead, watch out in front.
we're well on our
yellow
way.
flag, be careful. Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
The yellow flag ahead, in case you wondered.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Very difficult little chicane that on the opening few laps when you're running cold tyres and brakes. Car can be a little bit skittish, but we've got through that okay. Nice and smooth through here so we can get a run onto the straight. Got a little bit of a gap in front and behind now, so can afford to rest easy slightly for the remainder of this lap, I think.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Cautious not to get too hot into this final corner and get a good run on straight. Good first lap, P17, our first lap in Assetto Corsa Competizione. I think wiser of having a big dive into T1. And we'll go tight here. Let's see if we can get the inside for the next little complex of corners. Might be a bit too far back, but late on the brakes like Daniel Ricciardo. Again, give him some room. And no, he's still on our outside. This is a tricky corner, so I'm going to brake a little bit earlier and let him have that while my car's still coming up to temperature. It's a fairly long race, 15 minutes, so better to fight on another day than risk it all in the opening laps. Now things are settling down a little bit. In case you missed it earlier, you've skipped through my opening preamble. We're doing a 15-minute race. we've got the AI set to 96%. We started, as you can well see, at the back of the grid. Oops, a little bit too hot into there. But we got away with it, still okay. We're racing at 6 PM in the evening, so the sun's quite low in the sky as it's setting. Gives us a nice visual. And quite obviously, we're in dry conditions here. So, about the bit that everybody's interested in, the game itself. The game is not a curb riding simulator, as can be seen there. Right, bear with me one moment while we look to, on mucky tyres, retake the position we have lost. But he's a little bit later on the brakes than we are. So we've got to fight back again at this section of corners, which offers one of the best passing opportunities, but we're just too far back. So we'll get the first sector clean. No, he's got us. We'll have to fight him again in a little while. Yeah, so about Assetto Corsa Competizione. Well, one of the most obvious differences you've probably already picked up on if you've not been watching any of our previous videos is the audio. ACC, or certainly in this Lamborghini that we've currently got access to, it's a massive step up over Assetto Corsa in the sound department. AC1, not a bad game audio-wise by any stretch of the imagination, but even its most die-hard supporters would struggle to argue by having an award of best sounding class. That still, I would say, rests with racing experience. But ACC is a big step up. I'm going to finish making a hash of these turns and just be quiet for a little bit and let you have a listen to how it sounds in game. It really is good. I'm impressed. So yeah, have a listen. And a very nice job they've done of it. Hear the reverb there as I pass the main grandstand, pit wall. They've got the little bits of debris and marbles and gravel and whatnot kicking up under the arches. That sounds really good. It's nice and immersive. The engine and the gearbox whine, the brakes, off-board and on, both sound really well. They've done a very nice job. Indeed, the replays sound good as well. I must admit, I've not tried the off-board cameras of the car, nor am I ever going to, because off-board cameras have no place in a racing simulation, and I've got no interest in learning anything about them. And if any of you guys are watching this video saying, hey, show me the swing arm camera, that's what I race in, and I suggest you turn this video off and walk away, because swing arm has no place in a game like this. On board or bust. So yeah, audio, really good. And you can see for yourself quite clearly the graphics are a very nice step up from AC1. Unreal 4 working its magic here. Oh, look at you, you sneaky little devil. That was a good pass, weren't it? And actually, I'll come back to graphics because that move segues me on to AI rather nicely indeed. ACC is going to be the official game of the Blank Pan GT series. So as such, rather than the mix and match that was Assetto Corsa 1, this game has been solely developed for one class of car, one category, and a select number of tracks and manufacturers. As such, Kunos have got the opportunity to really work on the AI on the title. And they've done a brilliant job. The AI is, for me, the best artificial intelligence I've raced against in sim racing. Or racing games, full stop. In my long time in the sim racing game. It's brilliant. The AI are sensible. There's no bizarre, weird and wonderful ramming you at the back end or super crazy speeds around corners. They race clean, they race hard, they race fair, they make their own mistakes, they have their own contacts. And even considering this is a very early access game, the AI is brilliant. Kunos have done an absolutely superb job so far of getting the AI just about spot on. I'm really massively impressed with what they've come with so far, and it definitely, and by a long way, is offering me the best offline single player experience I've ever had in sim racing. Now, I know we're driving in dry and sunny conditions for this talk and drive, but I've done a few races in the wet, of which you can see on the RaceDepartment YouTube channel, and they behave really well there as well. The actual behaviour and the way they handle themselves on track is really good, and also the speed that they show, unlike some games that shall remain nameless where the AI is an absolute disaster in the rain. Here in ACC they're really good. I've only got it on 96%, and I dare say with more time with the sim I'll be a faster and better driver. I hope so anyway. But at 96% they're offering me a superb challenge, and I'm grateful of this because I like these sorts of things. The AI difficulty slider goes above 100%, I think if memory serves goes to about 110, so even the aliens amongst us are going to have a setting that they can use to provide themselves a good hard race. I've got a bit of camera shake going on there, you might have noticed. That's something new that's come into this press release build that I'm using. I don't remember that being there the first couple of days, so I'm not quite sure if that's a setting that I can influence in the game settings or whether it's a little bug that'll be ironed out later on, but to be fair, that's about the only thing I've found with ACC that I don't like, and even then it's not exactly a massive deal, and it's something that I am categorically certain will be addressed as the development cycle progresses upwards to Q1 2019, when Kunos hope for Assetto Corsa Competizione to be at a version 1 full release state. So we talked about AI, we talked about audio. What about the physics? I hear you all try at your monitor. Physics and force feedback, from what I can tell, are exactly what you would expect from a team as incredibly talented as Kunos. They have taken what was good about Assetto Corsa 1 and made it better. I am very pleased to say this feels like a good, thorough, realistic, proper simulation. The force feedback on my Lamborghini here, and I'm using the Club Sport version 2 wheel and pedal set, and I've done little to nothing in terms of adjustments. The force feedback is excellent right out of the box. It does a good job of conveying the not inconsiderable weight of these cars while still giving you a fair decent amount of fine... Sorry, one moment. There we go. I forgot what part of the track I were on. Still gives you a fair decent amount of the finer feelings that can let you feel the car moving about on circuit. The tyres really do feel like they are making contact with the tarmac. I can feel the weight, I can feel the bumps in the road. I can feel when understeer's coming on. I can feel when oversteer's coming on. I like the force feedback. It's quite a bit, certainly in this car anyway, it's quite a bit heavier than what I've got used to in Assetto Corsa 1. And that takes a little bit of getting accustomed to when you first fire the game up. My first, absolute first impression was it's maybe this a little bit numb. But as you spend more time in it, you start to appreciate it for what it is. And I think they've done a really good job. I think the car behaves as I would expect it to behave, having never driven, sadly. Oh, there's a crash in front of us that caught me out. But I'm okay. And that's kiboshed our top 10 hopes. That was slim in the extreme anyway. Damn. I blame that thoroughly on the fact I'm talking to you guys and not concentrating on what's going on the track. Yeah. The car, from a physics and force feedback point of view, as I was saying, behaves very much as I would expect it to behave, having never driven one in real life, but having studied much in the way of onboard footage and watched many GT3 races, both trackside and on the telly box. So I think Kunos appeared to be very true to their word and created a proper bona fide simulation game, which is awesome and something I've been waiting for a very long time. So I have no complaints whatsoever. I will say the feedback, force feedback and physics as well, of course, absolutely coming to their own in wet conditions. Racing in the rain, the steering noticeably lightens up. You can feel the puddles when you're aquaplaning. You can feel the car pushing wide and then gripping, then pushing wide again. The rain is awesome. It's really awesome. Check out our wet weather videos on YouTube to get a better idea of that. But the rain really is quite spectacular, and the force feedback does a sterling job of making that all the more pleasant. And that's really as much as I've got to say in this little talk and drive. We're doing a full review of the version 1 early access for Assetto Corsa, which you can watch on another video on our YouTube channel. So yeah, please have a wander over to that one if you want to know a little bit more in depth. But it's fair to say, I'll give you a spoiler now, everything's wicked.
Alright,
everything
good job, you did the best you
is
could.
excellent.
I'll bring the car back.
I really love Assetto Corsa Competizione. I think they've done a most spectacular job, and this is basically the sim racing game that I've been dreaming about since I first learned what sim racing is all about. I had incredibly high hopes and expectations for this game, and it's not let me down in one aspect of those hopes and simulation, those hopes and expectations, and it's rare you can say that. Usually there's always something you don't quite like or something you'd rather see that's not included. ACC has everything. It is easily, and I say this reservedly, I've put a lot of thought into whether I should say this or not, but for me at least, from the build that I'm playing, ACC's easily the best sim racing game I've ever played, and by a long way. So there you go. Ta-da, fanboy! And I've not played it in VR yet, so it's only going to get better. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a like and a subscription on YouTube. Head over to RaceDepartment.com. Check us out on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. And thank you for tuning in. This has been the Talk and Drive with Assetto Corsa Competizione. Sim racing's awesome. So are you guys. Until next time, catch you later. Bye bye.